So we are here post-game with assistant coach Chris Clack. The Vees defeating the Kings 7-0 today on a Sunday afternoon. And Chris, it was a great game last night. Probably one of the better performances of the year. 2-0 win over Vernon. And you go today, it seemed like it was the complete opposite.
Yeah, I thought we got a full 60 out of our guys last night. Today, we started off a little bit slow. Kind of took us a little bit of time to get into that the first period. And then second and third period, we just didn't have the legs, didn't have the gas. We kind of shut our minds off there for a bit, and it seemed like every single time we made a mistake, they were capitalizing.
Yeah, and I think you guys kind of kept it close to the early goings of this game. You held them off the shot clock a lot. You were just you were hanging around, but I think that late power play goal in the first was kind of the ultimate turning point in this game.
Yeah, they got a late power play there. There's a bang play into the middle. I thought our guys were actually in pretty good position for that one. Kid makes a really good play. It's in the back of our net. Other than that, I thought we were going pretty good in the first period. I would have liked to see a little bit more shots and just a little bit more urgency to take the game over there. They had a long road trip this week. It was the third game this weekend, and I didn't think we jumped on them enough, and we weren't hard. We didn't make it hard on them.
Well, the big difference was the second period. Penticton scoring 5 times, and just heavily outshot the Kings. I'm not going to repeat the shot totals in that period, but that's really where the game got out of hand.
Yeah. Again, I think after that first, I thought we had a good talk. It wasn't our best period. I thought we could have had a lot more, could have gave a lot more, especially coming off of last night and bringing that momentum in this game. We were trying to put that first in the rearview mirror and move forward from that. It seemed that we just couldn't get pucks in behind their defensemen. We kept on turning pucks over in the neutral zone. Again, we were trying to make the hard play when the simple, easy play actually works out better for us. A few times we did go down the wall. We ended up generating some opportunities off that. So it's just staying consistent in that and religiously doing that.
Yeah. And it seemed like really a big cause was just the inability just to make simple plays today. I thought we saw a lot of missed passes out. Like, you give credit to Penticton. They were very strong on the forecheck and didn't give the Kings a lot of time with the puck, but they struggled to, just to make those passes and especially clear the puck out of the defensive zone.
Yeah, I mean, they're the standard, right? And I thought their forecheck and even the reloading through the middle of the ice was to a T for them over there. For us, I thought we were standing over pucks a little bit too long. We were waiting for the perfect play to develop when just a simple off the glass and out or behind the D and let our slash guy come into it is probably the play that works out for us more often than not. Today I think we were looking for the perfect play where sometimes you just got to throw a puck on net and get there and get things happen when you get there.
Well, if you look at this weekend as a whole, I think going into it you wouldn't have been pretty satisfied with the split which we got today, but I think you would love to see a little bit much of a closer game here today. But I think at the end of the day, I think going 1-1 here this weekend is something you would be happy with.
Yeah, I mean, I'm happy with last night. Don't get me wrong. Again, our goal is to come into this game and keep momentum and get 2 points, or at least get some points out of it, right? So you're never happy losing, but I think we can draw a lot of positives from yesterday, and I think we can draw some learning outcomes from today's game. Hopefully, we take some of the mistakes we made, we learn from it. We see what they did against us. They're short-bodied over there, and they just stuck to their system, their game plan, and it worked, right? Every time we turned pucks over into them, they came right back down our throat, and they spent a lot of offensive time in our O zone. But again, if we can keep them in the perimeter, a lot of the shots that they had, they were perimeter. We were protecting the house pretty well. The shot clock, it was very lopsided, but again, we wanted a lot more shots to give us an opportunity in that game. Whatever it was, 12's not going to cut it. So.
Now I got to ask you, a former V, first time coaching against your old team and your former head coach in Fred Harbinson. What was that like for you?
Yeah, I mean, it was a good experience. Obviously, I would have liked a different outcome. But I have a lot of really good memories over there, and being a player under Fred Harbinson, he taught me a lot. And I talked to Fraser before the game, but it's learning from coaches like that who have that experience and those accolades, and coaches that I had in college, and everyone on the way up, and just being able to harness a lot of the information that they gave to me and projecting it back onto these guys and sharing my experiences and knowledge no, it was awesome coaching against them. I would have liked it to be a little bit more competitive game and to our guys buy in a little bit more. But yeah, we just ran out of gas here. So.
Next weekend the Kings are on the road, a 3-game mainland trip. You got Surrey, who's kind of rolling right now. You got Langley, who you got points in all 3 games against them, and then you got Coquitlam as well, who you beat this season. I think you're going into next week. Yeah, it's a tough 3-3, but it's another opportunity here for this Kings team.
Yeah, like you said, another opportunity. 3-3. It starts with that first game though. So we're gonna focus on the first game, and we'll go from there. We'll prepare for that. And take it one game at a time. That's all we can do, and hopefully, we can keep the momentum last night into this week. Have a really good week of practice. Show up for that first game, and take it from there.
And I'm going to ask you this: I've asked a couple of players. Calvin Beard, part of the fan vote for the All-Star game. You have until Wednesday. Why should fans vote for Calvin to go to Salmon Arm?
Why? Geez, he's a really good kid. He. On the offensive side of things, he's got a really good shot. Just an overall really good teammate, and you see it on the defensive side. He's not afraid to put his body in front of shots. He's always up on the bench. Really positive individual, and he's a big part of our team. So moving forward, I think that's a few really good reasons to vote for the kid.
Well, so you can vote once a day for Calvin. Voting ends on Wednesday. bchl.ca/fanvote is the place to do so. You can vote once a day on all your devices. So help get Calvin to join Christian Morrow in Salmon Arm. But Chris, thanks for your time here post game. We'll talk to you again in the near future.
Thank you very much.